welcome back to my channel. My name is Cherise. Today's video is my third update for Project Level Up. This was a project created by Sofie, Alexandra, and I'll go ahead and I'll link her intro to this project down below. But it's a level up type of a project panning eyeshadow palette project, I guess. How many times can I say project? Project. And basically the rules behind it is they are monthly updates. Well, I guess they don't have to be monthly updates if you don't want them to be. Or you could do either monthly updates or you could just do them as you level up. But you basically randomly pick an eyeshadow palette out of your collection. And for the first level, you want to use every shade once. And you want to hit pan in one of those shadows. Once you meet those two goals, you'll put that palette back. You'll randomly select a different palette. And then you move up to level 2, where you'll use each shadow twice, and you want to hit pan in 2 of those shadows. And then you just keep going until level 5. Once you meet the goals of level 5 in that palette, where you'll use all the shadows 5 times and hit pan in 5 of the shadows, you either can reset the project back to level 1, or you can keep going. The way Sofie was doing it is that she's going to reset back to level 1. So her project, I'm doing it the way she's doing it. So I will reset back after I hit level 5. I am on level 3. And obviously you can see from the picture, my palette that I did pick out, randomly picked out for me, was by Tarte. It's the Tarteist Pro. If you do want to see the other videos for my level 1, level 2, I will have that, linked down below. But this is the one for level 3. So I had to hit pan in 3 of the shadows, but use every single shadow 3 times. And the first 2 levels went like a breeze. I think level 1, I think I hit pan and hit every shade. I think it was like maybe 2 weeks. And I think it was the same thing for level 2. I can't remember. But those went by really, really quick for me. This one is going a little bit slower. I will post a picture either here or here as far as what my intro picture looked like for this palette. But this is where I'm at right now. And I'll also include eye looks. I think I counted 10 eye looks that I've done with this palette. Most of them were just this palette alone, and there are a few that I probably might not include. I'll maybe save it for a different video because I did use like a shadow or 2 from another project. So I just want to only post pictures where I only solely use this palette only. So yeah, I'll also go ahead and I'll post that as well. But here is what it looks like now. And so hopefully you can see... Let me see if I can get a good, hopefully you can see that I hit pan in 2 shades so far. So 2 of the 3 I have completed as far as the goal, as far as hitting pan. This one is, I don't know if it's, you pronounce it chic, I don't know. And this is vintage. They're both, like matte shades. This one is a brownish type of, it has like a little pink to it to me, but it's obviously mostly brown neutral. And this is just obviously a white shade. This I use to set my eyelids with after I use my primer. And this has been an awesome transition shade. So that's what I basically have used these for. I'll try to do it on a different angle so you can see what the other shades look like. I will also, in the picture at some point, put how many times I've used each shadow so you can see how many times that each one has been used. I basically said the same thing in 2 different ways in the same sentence, but you get what I'm saying. Hopefully you can see it on every angle. But I have pretty good dips. Like this one has a pretty good dip in it. And my goal was, when in the beginning, it was that I wanted to hit pan in 2 of like the matte type shades, and then 1 hopefully in one of these shimmer shades. And so far that's probably what's going to happen. This shade right here, well, I'll post it in the picture too so you can see as I'm going along. The first shade, Classic, again, I just use that to set my primer with, or I use just to buff out any harsh lines. Innocent and Whimsy, I use them either separately or together, again, in my crease. Smoked is for the outer V. These three shimmer shades right here, I use in, on my eyelid. This one, Trendy, I don't believe I used on my eyelid. I think I've used it either under my lash line or as an eyeliner. These here, the Fierce and No Filter, again, outer V, and I buffed it into my transition. Vamp is outer V or as like eyeliner only. Profesh is it? Yeah, Profesh and Mod, the same things, just outer V, putting in my transition. I've done like a halo look with the shade Mod. I've done a couple of halo looks, I want to say, I think with Mod, and I think with either Fierce or No Filter. Or maybe it was Vamp. I can't remember. Again, I write down what palette I'm using out of when I do my look, but I think I should write down a little bit more specifically, like with shadows, and I don't do that. I have to maybe do that. The same thing, if I haven't said Drama, the same thing. And then for Indie and Bold and Edgy, again, they're just great transition blending out shades. And Punk, the same thing, either to deepen the outer V or as like an eyeliner or under lash line type of a look. But yeah, I mean, I will say I think I say for almost every video, but it's the truth. I love using the palette. I didn't say the first time when I first opened this palette up, but it does smell like almost like the Too Faced chocolate bar. So you get that whiff of chocolate. So I do love when I open it, you got that nice smell of chocolate. So I do love that. It does have a lot of kick up. They are very powdery, but I think with the exception of one shade, and I can't think of which one it was, but everything blends out really, really well. I mean, I do got to build them up a bit, but as far as like lasting and all its staying power, they stay on my eyelids great. They blending really great. Like I said, I think there was one shade that almost was like a little muddy, but on the whole, I love the colors and everything like that. So I've been really having a lot of fun using them. So when I initially had opened up the palette, when I did my intro for this, I had said that I was probably going to hit pan, or my goal was to hit pan in 2 of the matte shadows and then 1 in the shimmers. And so far, I probably am on track of doing that. The one that I can see as far as the shimmers where I would be hitting pan the quickest is probably on this like bluish shade right here. It's this Trendy shade. It's very, very pretty, and because I'm using such a precise like eyeliner type brush with it, I have to like dig in there a bit. So it's most likely going to probably be this one, but there are a couple of other matte shades that I really have been enjoying using, and I might hit pan on one of those first. It might be either this Fierce, No Filter, and I really, really like using that Mod. But you can see hopefully you can see from the camera that a lot of the writing where it says Tarte, because each shade has like the Tarte name on it, it's being rubbed off. So I'm getting good use, and I think if I haven't mentioned before, I will post a picture where it says how many times I used each shadow. I think I did say that. I think I said it twice already, but there's the 3rd time. But yeah, so I can't level up yet. I don't know if I'm going to, well, I guess I will come back, I guess, whenever I do hit pan in the 3rd shade and do a quick little recap as far as the 3rd shade and how I used it, and then obviously, pick up my level 4 palette. But that is it. I really am enjoying using the palette. I love it. It just gives an endless amount of looks that you can do. I love that it has so many matte shades, and then it has, again, those few shimmers. So, loving it. I'm loving doing all my projects. I really am. I'm getting so much use out of all my makeup, and that is just exciting in itself. But, yeah, that's it. Short and sweet, hopefully. Well, this is like 10 minutes, so I guess it's not so short and sweet. But enjoy the pictures. Let me know if you're doing this project, so I can come and see how you're doing. I am very behind on watching videos. Within the past, I think, 3 weeks, I was out of town twice. So I have a lot of catch up to do. but I will get around to seeing everyone's videos. Always, please like, subscribe, and give me some comments. I love talking to you guys. And that is it. Until the next video, I hope you guys are all having a blessed day. Bye.